Hey friends, and welcome back. I have an abundance of comfrey, and if you do not have this in your garden already, I highly encourage you to get your hands on some because there are some magnificent uses for this in the garden and out of the garden. But here are 3 ways to use it in the garden to boost your soil and get the most out of your garden. Okay, so number 1 is to create a liquid fertilizer. We're going to harvest some leaves. I like to get them before the flower shoots come up and it's still springtime, so it has plenty of time to grow back. And I just get a 5-gallon bucket and fill it about halfway with the comfrey leaves. And you are going to want to rip them up, tear them up, and I do suggest you wear gloves when working with comfrey just to protect your hands a little bit. But tear the leaves up, put them in a 5-gallon bucket and fill it up with water. Put a little lid over on it. You don't have to secure it too tightly because it does need to be aerated. But every day you're going to go and just give it a little stir, or you can put an aerator in it to do the work for you. But I figured let's make this less complicated and just put it in a safe spot where it's not going to get rained on or kicked over. Leave it for 3 or 4 weeks and then use it as a liquid fertilizer. The NPK value is a little bit less than what you would expect with, say, a manure, but it actually works really well because it can't burn your plants like some manures can. So even though the NPK value is a little bit lower, in some cases like a 315, it is going to be more bioavailable for your plants to use right now. So the second way that we can use comfrey in the garden is to take the leaves and to dry them. You can do this by taking bunches of them and hanging them up, or using a dehydrator, setting them out in the sun, what have you, and powder them up and add this as a soil amendment to your garden beds about 2 weeks before planting. This is again going to just add some really nice organic matter into your garden beds and provide them with some nutrition. The third way is that we're going to add organic matter into our compost. So adding the comfrey leaves directly to your compost, especially if it's mostly a brown compost of, say, dry leaves, it's going to help balance out the carbon to nitrogen ratio, so you have a much more balanced compost, and that fiber will also just help add as a prebiotic, so to say, for all those microorganisms to thrive so that you end up with the best compost possible. All right, those are 3 ways to use comfrey in the garden, and at the very least, it's a perennial ground cover. It requires no work from you. It just needs some space to spread, and it absolutely does, with no need to cater to this plant, no need to baby it. It will thrive in zones 4 to 8, give or take, and at the very least, it will also provide food for the pollinators. Leave a comment down below with your favorite way to use comfrey. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.